Oh, record. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to first, before I introduce Krystal, we're going to start with a quote. And the quote is, "We must not let other people's limited perceptions define us." I love that quote. And I think it's important too that we don't let our own limited perceptions define us, which I thought was a perfect quote for Krystal coming on, because for those of you who don't know who Krystal Small is, she's a mom of three. She's been married to her husband for 15 years. She's been an occupational therapist for 19 years. 1-star Golden Circle, 1-star Krystal Executive. And I'm just going to tell you, I think that she is the queen of how to share isagenix as an opportunity. I have never, ever seen anyone do it better than her. So tonight she's going to give us some tips and take it away, because I just think you're a genius with regards to this.
Oh my gosh. Well, Beth, thank you.
You're welcome.
I need to can I get that part recorded just so I can listen to that over and over again? Awesome. Well, thank you guys for having me. I was super honored to be asked. And yeah, so I put together a presentation with 2 other people. And one of them is a sideline person, which I love that Isagenix, we do that, right? We just work together as one big team. So when we were putting this presentation together, I think probably as you guys have, I've been with Isagenix for 4 years, and there's just so many different like levels, I guess, right? So the first level for me was just using the products for myself. And then I wanted my family to feel better. And then I was making a couple extra bucks. And then I was all about sharing it. And then I was like, all right, well, now I need a team, so there's just each kind of level as you go, each step, I guess. And so when we put this together, we were thinking, what do we want everybody to know? What do we want every customer to know? How do we want to inspire people to share? What do we want every business builder to know? So the way that we looked at this is that we really just want people to think that to realize that they're just reallocating their grocery money is really what they're doing. So a lot of people don't realize that, right? I know everybody gets the objection, this is so expensive. So we always talk about, you're buying your groceries for the month at once. And I think I've probably spent $700 at the grocery store this month just because that's life. So Isagenix is cheap, inexpensive, not cheap. So anyway, let me put this on my screen if I can share. I don't know if you're able to make me a co-host. I can share my screen.
Yes, Brent will do that.
Awesome. Thanks, Brent. And I think Brent came to one of my first presentations. So hopefully you that day, oh my gosh, the kids were screaming in the back. So they're all downstairs. It's wonderful. I've had my adaptogens. We're all good. But I've shared this with a bunch of people, and I made it as a recording. So if you guys like what you hear, you are more than welcome to the actual PowerPoint. I'm up for sharing everything. You can take my recording and share it. You can, however you think that this might be able to help you in your business, you're more than welcome. So I'm going to admit some people here. All right. Hopefully I can continue to do that as I share. Okay, so here we go. Can you guys see my screen all right? Awesome. So I was doing this live a couple times a week, and in people's busy schedule, we weren't getting a whole lot of traction with people showing up live. So I've personally just been sharing the recording that I did. But again, if it's something that, serves you and you guys would like to take the PowerPoint and go with it, you can. I have everything written, which is even easier than normal. So, all right, so we're going to get started, and I'm just going to give this as if you guys were all here for the first time. I'm going to be able, I'll be able to see Beth. I can see you. So if you need me to stop or do anything, just let me know. All right. So first of all, thank you guys, not only for having me, but thank you for joining. I know life is busy and we could be doing anything right now. And I really appreciate that you guys are here. This is an awesome opportunity. I love just getting together. And of course, everybody's here at different levels, right? There might be some people here maybe that haven't even gotten started yet. And then there might be people here who have been here for a very long time. I know that there are. So everybody's in a different place in their journey with Isagenix. But the cool thing is that this is open to everybody. So no matter where you are in your journey, if you haven't started or if you've been here for a while and you want to start plugging in, you can do that here with Isagenix. So I love people to take an inventory. And I usually ask people to type in where they're from and who invited them to the call. But if you guys want to take an inventory on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being low, 10 being high, where would you rate your health right now? And then think about where would you like it to be? And then the same with your wealth. Where would you rate where you are financially right now? And then where would you like to be? So those are just 2 things that you guys can think about that we're going to address today. So before we share what's available to you guys, both physically and financially, please know that everything that Isagenix does is based on our core value of integrity. So to us, this really means doing things the right way. And we want you to know 2 things up front, right? Our products only work if you put them in your body, and the business only works if you do. So this is a little bit about my story. I'm just going to take a second and share how I got here today with you guys. Obviously, the picture on my left is my beginning picture. And you better believe that I erased this off of my phone as quickly as I took it. But my after picture here is about 4.5 months. And this is truly just changing my nutrition. I did not start working out. I was a tired mom looking for something simpler. I reached out to a friend of mine who also had 3 children, and she looked like she was just rocking life. And I did not feel that way. So I said, what are you doing? I literally gave her my credit card and I didn't even ask any questions. So my husband and I started together, and you guys, I had that 3-day aha. I felt like this burst of natural energy. I actually called her to ask if this was legal because I felt so incredible. And then I just wanted to start sharing that with my family. Like, who wouldn't want their family to feel that great? I had no idea that I could make any money or that I could, get referral bonuses or anything like that. I just truly said, I need people to know what's in here because I wasn't living at McDonald's before I put this in my body. And so fast forward a little over 4 years, right? We've been here since January 1st of 2018, and my children all use the shakes, and it's just been an amazing ride. So let's talk about why we're here. So we're going to make this hopefully nice and short and sweet because it's really, really simple, you guys. And I want you to think about, many people don't think about this question, but have you ever thought about living your life as a life by design? And that's when you get to run your day, not have your day running you, where you get to leverage maybe not only your grocery money, but also your time. So the purpose of this call is to share with you how you can reallocate money that you're already spending and have your money working for you while you're up-leveling your health. So how many of you guys, and you can write in the chat if you want to, how many of you would love to go to your local grocery store, one that you've already shopped at for years, potentially, tell a few friends about it, and then be able to get cash back, right? Wouldn't it be even more amazing though, if you could get cash back from all the groceries that your friends purchased, not just in your town, but potentially all over the world, and not just the first time they went, but every time they went back. That's what we're doing here with Isagenix. So I recently looked up on Google and found that the average credit card debt in the US is about $6,300. And I honestly think that it's probably a little bit more than that now. But that doesn't include our monthly bills, right? Rent, car payment, cell phone bill. Oh my gosh, my cell phone, cable, internet, tuition, school loans. I'm 43. I still have friends that are paying off school loans, right? And now our kids are starting to go to school. So it's just a crazy time. So for all of you guys that are joining us, I'd love for you to think for a second what an extra $500 to $1,000 a month could do for you and your family. Is there a bill maybe that you hate to pay? Would you be able to breathe a little bit easier? You may not know the statistic, but $500 or more a month would cut our divorce rates in half in the United States. Maybe it would change the dynamic of your relationship or the stress in your household. Maybe you're still paying off those college loans, or you've got kids that are about to go into college. So there's so many things that we, don't really plan for. And not until joining this company did anyone ever ask me these questions. Nobody ever said, Krystal, what would it feel like if you didn't have the stress of worrying about paying these bills every month? Right? I always had more month than money, always. And I never knew that there was a feeling outside of that. So maybe you don't have any debt, and that's amazing, but maybe you'd love to be able to put some more money away in your retirement, or give to charity, maybe have some financial stability so that you could volunteer your time or build your dream home or your dream vacation. Warren Buffett said that if you're not making money while you sleep, then you will work until you die. And so with Isagenix, you guys, what we're doing is we're reallocating money that you're already spending. We're purchasing the best food on the planet, and we have all the clinical studies to show that, and we're making money while we sleep. So a little bit about the company, because I think that's really important. When I was looking for, a healthy option for my children, I thought that the science behind the food was incredibly important, but so was this company that I was saying yes to partnering with. So the vision of Isagenix is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world. So we have been around for almost 20 years. And we're going to be around for a lot longer. When you start to learn about all the innovation and the new things that are coming out, it's absolutely incredible. We're in over 26 countries, and we're growing $8 billion in cumulative sales. I have to update this because now we're over $400 million earners, which is just insane for a network marketing company, especially one that's only been around for 19 years. And it's a legacy company. So when I learned about that really got me, right? So as an occupational therapist, I, first of all, didn't have a raise in 4 years. I worked my butt off. I did everything that I could. And when I didn't show up for work, I didn't get paid. Never talk about, potentially earning something that could be passed on to my children. So when I learned that that was possible here, it was just like game on. I'm going to build this so that I can, have not only financial freedom for us now, but also pass that along to my kids. Even if I could pass along $500 a month to my children, right? We know that that makes such a huge difference. So special. All right. So we want everybody in our Isagenix community to have all the information. And like I said in the beginning, this is on your time. So as long as you understand what's available to you, you get to pick and choose what you do and when you do it. So if you want to qualify to earn with Isagenix, it's very simple. When you're an active associate, so that means that you've purchased 100 points or personal volume each month, you get to start to accumulate that volume. And you get to keep that forever. There's a lot of companies that at the end of the month, it goes away and you start over. Not here. As long as you put in your active amount of product, as long as you order your groceries every month, then you get to keep all that volume. And then you might ask yourself, so Krystal, that's the catch, right? I have to order every month. Well, I love that question, because do you eat every month? Do you go to the grocery store, right? That's what we have here. We have a wellness store at our fingertips. And you may or may not know, but Isagenix has over 100 products that you might already be purchasing. So, protein drinks, workout supplements, coffee, snacks, essential oils, collagen, vitamins, right? The list goes on and on. And quite frankly, ours might be more inexpensive than what you're purchasing, and very, very good possibility it's a much better quality. So if you're thinking, all right, I get it, I can order my stuff every month, but who can I share with? I love this question too. Do you know anybody that has skin or sells or eats? Because this is really great for 3 to 103. My husband's 98-year-old grandfather actually takes these shakes. And then my son, when he was 3, was taking them. So it's really wonderful. And we share stuff all the time. Every day we share products that we love and we just don't get paid for it. So why not purchase items in your own wellness store, earn money back for what you're already buying, show people how to do the same, help people up-level their health, but also their life. And you have the potential to earn an income with literally no ceiling. So you may or may not be familiar with leveraged income. I had absolutely no idea what this was. As I was introduced by Beth, I'm an occupational therapist. I have zero business experience, right? But I want to show you guys something really cool. So this is the power of 2. So here's just 4 layers deep. So if you share with 2 who share with 2, and everyone just orders their food every month, now, if those 4 share with 2 and that duplicates just one more time, you're going to have 31 people in your organization, right? In your network. And with everybody ordering 100 points a month, you're going to be able to get your food paid for. Now, we know that as people put this food in their body, they love it and they build their pantry. So chances are people are going to be ordering more than that 100 points, but this example just has people ordering that 100 points. So now if you share with just one more person and you look at the power of 3, look from 31 to 121 people, and that is compounding. So I'm guessing that this would make more of an impact in your life, right? Maybe you could pay your car or your cell phone bill with this. Maybe this would allow you to go on those vacations that you've never been able to go on. Or maybe you could just have a little bit more comfort and freedom in your day. Now look at the power of 4, you guys. This is really what helped me transition from being an occupational therapist, which by the way, I'm not anymore. I got to retire myself. And I was able to just transition everything and be home for the kids during COVID and now. So this really changed everything for me. And then look at the power of 5. Now, as you can see, all we're doing is we're just adding one more person to our network. All right. And there's now 781 people and the possibility of making over $4,500 a month in residual income. So what would you guys do with residual income? That's the income that you go to bed at night and you wake up in the morning and there's more money in your bank account. And we get paid every Monday, right? Who doesn't love Mondays when you're in Isogenics? So statistics show that when people are asked, what is the number one thing that you want more of in life? It's pretty unanimous that people want more time freedom. And that's the one thing, right, that we can never get back. So I want to show this to you. With Isogenics, we get paid in what we call cycles. So if you guys kind of look at these different job titles, look and see how many cycles would really make a difference for you guys in your life. And what would you do with that money, right? I don't think that we think that way enough. So would you travel more with your spouse? Would you work less, right? Would you be able to be home maybe for aging parents or for young children or for grandchildren? Would you be able to dedicate more time to your community? And this is something that's really a fun thought because I kind of live this now, which I've always wanted, but what would it feel like if there was never a Monday, right? If every day felt like a weekend. I know I used to wake up in the morning and I would count how many days until the weekend, right? Or I would think I just have, 4 more patients to get through before I can get home. And that wasn't a way to live. I loved my job, but it just wasn't satisfying me. So possibly you're thinking, all right, Krystal, this is kind of exciting. I haven't thought about this before, and I really like dreaming a little bit. I could definitely use another stream of income. So I think I could do this, but what is that 100 points that you want me to order every month? What does that look like? So let's think about what you can switch from ordering now to your online store. Here's a couple of examples. So we have our collagen, right? A lot of people come in just on the collagen. You can order just one product and benefit from the entire compensation plan, which is really awesome. So you could also have a shake a day and our incredible telomere support. If you haven't learned about this, have me back because I love talking telomeres, but you can always, find that as well. This is an incredible cellular support that we offer. Or maybe you have 2 shakes a day. That's what I do most days, not only because I feel amazing, but it's simple. It's $3.50 and there's one dish to clean. Or maybe you're just going to switch out your vitamins that you're currently taking. We have an incredible performance line, right? So it's a informed sports certified line. So if you're already using some performance products, just switch over to ours. Whoops. Let's see if I can go back. Our snacks, right? Oh my gosh, I put our snacks in the ski bag in the winter. I put it in this beach bag in the summer. I love our snacks. And then our energy. I'm drinking a Bia now. So we have incredible energy options, right? Get rid of those monster drinks and just fuel your body with some stuff that will actually serve you. So many people have this burning desire to live differently. I think especially over the last 2 years, people are realizing that they really need, another option out there. And it would be smart to, just have a portfolio. So many of you guys don't realize that this is even here, or many people out there in the world don't even realize that this is here, and they certainly don't know how to jump in. So like myself, I didn't know what network marketing was. I was one of those people that used to, block my friends who'd actually reach out to me and try to sell something. And I always wanted to own something of my own, but I never knew how I was going to get there because I didn't have any business experience. But when you partner with Isagenix, you guys, this is so exciting. There's no overhead. You eat your overhead. It's so true. You need no experience. You literally get to earn as you learn. We have the simple systems already in place for you. You can fail forward and still be successful. And, it's a collaborative effort. So there is not only, your own team, but there's just this amazing community within the whole Isagenix family. And you're not alone, right? We have all the tools to support you. And truly, let's not forget why we're here, right? This is really what it's about. The joy of helping people that we love and we care about improve their health. So the life-changing stories that we have every single day when we share these simple solutions. And I'm telling you that check on Monday is wonderful, but those texts from people thanking you for sharing this with them, there's nothing like that. So it really is the gift of well-being. So I want to talk really quick one more time about leveraging. So when I went to work, like I said before, I would show up at somebody's house. If they let me in, I'd get paid. If they didn't, I wouldn't. And I could work my 40 hours, right? And just make my 40 hours of work. Well, here, say you have three friends who are wanting more in life, and each of you works just 10 hours a week. You get to leverage all that time. So you get to benefit from 40 hours of work just with your 10 hours. And then if you guys remember this correctly, the 781 people. So if you do that, the power of 5, just 2 more times, please excuse the dollar sign. That's supposed to be 19,000 people in your organization. That would bring in over $117,000 a month. Now we know that 100% of the people don't order, and this doesn't work exactly right? But what if only 10% of those people put in their order every month? You could still potentially earn over $140,000 a year. And what you're doing is you're just having $6 a day investing in your health. That's all you're doing, is investing $6 a day in your own personal health. And you can benefit from all of this if you choose. The other thing I really love to talk about, and I'll just skip over this quickly, but the IsaBody Challenge, it's a loyalty program, and I tell everybody about it because sometimes people get worried about that word challenge. So if you're not already in this, please jump in. You're literally saying no to $600 a year. Just for being a customer, you can benefit from this, and you can try different things. You can get our free shipping. It's an incredibly generous program. So if you're not in that already, that's your homework for tonight. So last but not least, before we close, I really just, first of all, again, wanted to thank you for having me here. But I invite you to do 3 things. So the first one is just get your monthly order in. Okay, we've got now, I have to change it. It's called subscription. Just set it and forget it, right? You're going to put this food in your body. So get your monthly order. You can always add or change it, but get that in. And then you're going to click the associate button. Now there is a time to do that. That's going to work best for you. So obviously you can talk to the person who got you started, but by clicking that button, that's going to ensure that you can benefit not only from your own orders, but all the orders that people place that come in after you. And this is really cool. It's whether you know them or not. So there could be 17, 100 people that you'd never met before that you could be ordering, that you could be benefiting when they order or more. And then obviously reach out to whoever invited you here today and ask you to get started, because they can certainly share a little bit more with you. So that's it.
Fantastic. So how many of you, let me just see by a show of hands, how many of you have heard something in her presentation just now that revolutionized how you're going to share something about isogenics? Yeah.
Yay!
It's crazy. I just love the way you language everything. I think it's so usable. And if you would be willing to email, I'm assuming you have Heidi's email since she was your contact. If you would,
I do, yes.
Great. If you would email her your script, your PowerPoint, and your video link, we'll make that available in our team page. But I want to open it up for any questions. What questions?
And I don't know, you guys probably noticed, but I literally was reading this, so it's so duplicatable.
It's so great.
That's why we wanted to do it, because you don't want to be the only person that can give this presentation. Right?
Well, I got a quick question.
I've sent your video out to people, so that's the other thing. Like, if you don't feel comfortable doing the presentation, Krystal said use her video. So go ahead, Carla. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Thank you so much for that. That was great, and your willingness to share. I really appreciate it. So you don't go live in your Facebook group anymore. You just, when people are interested, you just send them this video, or?
Yeah. So what I've started doing is it's kind of like an onboarding for my first month. So what I was doing is inviting people. I was doing it Mondays and Thursdays and Tuesday evenings. People are just too busy. I mean, they really are. And I was like, planning my life around it, because I had committed, I'm going to do this for 3 months. I'm going to show up. And so what I'm doing now is I kind of, in my mind, week 1, I'm giving them this information, week 2. So I share this with them on week 2, and I just send them my video. So I asked them to watch it. Of course, not everybody does, but then I'll follow up. Did you get a chance to watch that video? I just want to make sure everybody has the same information. So that's how I've been doing it. And we've been trying to, pass that along to our team. It's kind of like an onboarding of their first month.
Okay. So after you already have signed them on.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
So I do my walk the box call for everybody. Even if they start with collagen, I try to get on the phone with them and walk the box. And then I let them know, like, I'm going to be in touch with you over the next couple of weeks. Are you in the group page? Did you sign up for IsoBody Challenge? I go through my checklist, and then I let them know, next week I'm going to send you a video to check out. It's something that I made, or my team would just say it's something that, my friend Krystal made, just so that you have all the information, and then you get to choose what you want to do with it.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
I like that you called it an online wellness store, and actually with inflation, our prices are better.
Mm-hmm.
They really are.
Yep, they really are.
Any other questions? Just unmute and ask.
Krystal, great job, and thank you again. It's always great to hear your presentation and hear how you're doing it. So thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm going to get on another call. Just so you guys know, you're always welcome. I can put it in the chat. We do a testimonial call every Monday now at 8:30, and there's three testimonies. So if you guys ever want to join us, you're more than welcome. And we also have a public page. It's called Your Story Matters. We put those testimonies live in that group. So it's literally story collecting. So we have an incredible, I'm actually talking tonight as well, but we have an incredible story from Bill Foster, and then Sherry Scott's story. So anyway, every week we have 3 stories. So you guys are more than
you can put that in the chat. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'll give you the
thank you. Link. Yes, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
I have to look up the Zoom link. All right.
All right, I'm going to kick over to Carla now. Right, Carla, you're doing the updates and shout outs and
Yeah, I'm doing that. But one more thing that Krystal said, I just want to repeat it because it's really good and you guys should repeat it, is she said, we share with our friends every day, but we just don't get paid.
Mhm.
So just remember that line. That was so good. I know you got to go, Krystal. So thank you so much.
You're welcome, guys. I just put it in there, but
Thank
your
you.
story matters. If you want to look for that public page, you can always share the stories too.
Okay.
Thanks so much for having me
Thanks.
again.
Thank
All
you.
right. Bye.
I don't know how Heidi does it, but she sure does get some amazing people. Okay. Couple things to talk to you guys about. I always just take these from the Leaders in the Loop email that we get. So I'm just going to run by it. Tomorrow, there is a new product coming out. I'm assuming it'll be in our back office at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. They didn't say, so I don't know what time, but it is coming out tomorrow. And new members on subscription always get free shipping. But current members, as long as they have a bottle of the hair renewal in their order, they will get free shipping also. So this is a good thing. And that goes from March 1st to the 7th. And then there is going to be a team incentive, which I'm going to finish up with the graphic here shortly. And then I'm going to send it to the executives and they will push it out to their teams. But the incentive is going to be, if you place an order, any current customer places an order, every 5 people will go into a drawing for $50. So Battle Buddies team, my team will, every 5 orders of the hair revival will enter to win $50, and then Heidi's team, and then Brent's team. And you'll have to email your order to your executive. Okay, but I'm going to put it on a little graphic so you guys can send it out. But just so you know, that's how you do it. You don't have to post your order on any kind of thread or anything like that. You're going to email your direct executive, but do talk about it in any of the groups that you're in. You know, you can say, I got mine, or whatever you want to say. It's just the way to get in is to email it. Okay. So I'll get that done shortly for you guys. There is a hair revival group. If you are in it, it would be smart to get in it because there's all the pictures in there, all the graphics. I think it's called Hair Revival something or other, but you should definitely get into it. We talked about the e-shots, I think, last week, so you can't get them. I don't know who in Michigan has 17 boxes. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. 14% off your entire order of ISA tools. Today's the last day. So if you need anything, use your promo code ISA14. This is like brochures and business cards and things like that. And then there is a dash to Puerto Vallarta. And that is a trip that Isagenics just pulled out of their caboose. I didn't even know it was coming. I don't know anybody that knew it was coming, to be honest. But here it is. You qualified March 7th through May 1st. So you got May, you got March, you got April, you got quite a while to earn this. You actually go to Puerto Vallarta June 23rd through the 26th. And when you do this, you go. They're not taking a number or a certain number of people or anything like that. You do this, you go. I don't know any details. Does it include airfare, hotel, or what? I don't know any of that stuff. But this is what I do know, is you have to enroll 8 people on 100 BV and on subscription rewards during that time frame. Okay. The second thing you have to do is 4 of your personally enrolled people need to become a consultant. They have to be brand new. If they were already a consultant and you get them back to consultant, good for you, but that doesn't count towards the trip. Okay. So it has to be brand new people. And also you have to develop a new manager or director or executive. If you are interested in this trip, you should let your upline executive know, because I'm sure they have a plan for you. I have a plan for us. I have such a great plan to go. Like 9 battle buddies should be earning this trip according to my plan. Okay, but I mean, I'm gonna need 9 people to contact me and say that they want to do it. But this is so doable. So I hope that you guys will do this with me. Wellbeing Wednesday tomorrow is with this lady named Lindsay. I don't know how to say her last name, but she's very cool. Wynia, W-Y-N-I-A. She's really cool. If you guys want to get on that 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there actually are still tickets left to Orlando. So if you haven't got yours and you want to, then you need to get it now. And then there is a vision tour. So hopefully you guys saw the link in Working from the Beach, all the different places Isagenix is going. What I can tell you about this is that it is a 1 evening training from 6 to 9 p.m. and it's $10 a person. That's it. But you got to think about, you know, where you're going. And like, I was going to go to Boston for like 4 days, but then I'm thinking, why? For a 3-hour training. So I might not go there. I might just drive to Carmel, Indiana. I don't know. Carmel, Indiana. Doesn't that sound fun? Wheat fields waving and corn. And I know, whoa. And some of my Wisconsin friends can get to Carmel, Indiana, and it's a 4-hour drive. I could pick up Jen on the way. So, you know, then we just have to, like, you know, 14 of us can stay in one hotel room. We can really make it a fun, affordable trip. So anyways, take a look at that. And if you plan to go, just collaborate and try to go. Those are always smaller and you get a lot of information because they're smaller. And then honestly, that's it. You know, one other thing that they're mentioning in here is the company is helping Haiti. And I just think that's really cool. Our company is always helping outside of our country and other places. And they did this really big project. If you guys want to take a look at it, it's somewhere in the back office, but it's just good to know that our company is taking care of those, the people around the world in need. That's all I have. And then
go ahead.
What?
Well, I was say, and then Brent just said he'd put in the chat, he would come up with an extra incentive for those that qualify for Puerto Vallarta and go.
Oh, you will. Okay, well, hey, keep it coming. Keep it coming. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Okay, Sally, are you ready? Okay.
Go, Sally. Go, Sally.
My friend Sally is coming on and she's going to do the product spotlight for you. And Sally has been with the company. This is her second go around. It's her second go around. First time was a flip flop. Luckily, she said yes to my second time to come to her. And I'm so glad because we've gotten closer and become good friends. And she owns a salon and she offers Isagenix at her salon, all the things Isagenix, not just collagen. But she's going to talk to you tonight about her favorite product. So Sally, take it away.
Okay. I really like the new skincare line. A lot of my clients love it. We're seeing a big change in their skin with it. I love all of it, but I think my favorite one is the eye cream. It's kind of unique because for 30 years I've been doing skincare and I always taught my clients, you don't need to get the whole line to correct your skin and do this together. But with this one, you kind of do. And there's only 4 products and I love it because they all work in sync. They're all hydrating with peptides and one enhances the next. But the eye cream was kind of genius how they did. I have one right here with me too. You guys, can you see this? Well, you guys have used it. So you see the little metal and I like it because the under eye skin is very delicate. It's the thinnest part in the face. So when you're using your fingers, sometimes you'll pull and rub the eyes where this metal, you squeeze it out and you lightly rub the metal and it evenly disperses it. It's cooling. If you have puffy eyes in the morning, I like how it cools it. It's just a great product. And I've noticed a difference in my eyes. My clients love it. And I think you're not wasting product that way. You squeeze a tiny bit and the metal on the silver, it rubs it right on the eye. It's kind of genius to make it that way. Love it. It's probably my favorite product on the whole line. I can't. Oh, you can't do that. But that's it. I mean, that's all I got with it. But I think it's great. I love the skincare line.
Well, I mean, coming from an esthetician, I mean, that she knows skin and she knows skincare products. And I could tell you that our old line, I'm just going to be honest about this because this will tell you guys how truthful she is. She didn't like the old line.
I wouldn't sell it.
No, she didn't want to sell it. But this one, she really is working on it, but she wasn't a huge fan of the old one. I was like, come on, Sally, but the exfoliant. She goes, no, it's too harsh.
It's too harsh.
So
And this
she knows.
especially for people over 40. I say younger people it is, but dry skin, it's amazing. It is simply amazing to hydrate. And even the serum, the youth serum, at first when I use it, I'm like, God, it's kind of like water. You just kind of feel like you do nothing, but it's nice because it doesn't have the oil greasy and it soaks right into the skin. It gets right into the dermis where you need it. And it's been amazing. And layering it up has been awesome. And you don't need a lot of it. You don't need a lot at all.
All right, thank you, Sally. Coming from someone like you in the industry, that means a whole lot. So thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
We are going to have Brent up next to talk about a team incentive. Brent, take it away.
I'm new to this Zoom thing. I had to find the mute button. All right. Well, first, I want to tell you guys something about this incentive, this Port of Ireland incentive. The one that, since the company is offering this to you, I want you to realize how, and I use the word easy, understanding that it's not easy, but it may challenge you a little. But here's the thing: we're talking 2,000 BV. Okay, that's what you need to generate in order to make this incentive happen. 2,000 BV, right? Because if you think about the number of people that you have to enroll, which is 8, and this is all if they all do minimums, right? You're going to get 800 BV for that. Then you're going to have to create 4 consultants. And if those 4 consultants are of those 8 that you start, then that's another 800 BV, right? And then you've got to turn one of those consultants, potentially one of those consultants, into a manager, right? So it ends up like right at 2,000 BV is what's required to make this incentive happen. And that's not a lot. It's not. And honestly, to me, if I'm corporate, I'm going, I don't know. Like, what all are you getting? And we don't know yet, right? Like, is there airfare involved and what's the room situation and all that kind of stuff? But we're talking 2,000 BV gets you a trip, right? So it's, and if, for those of you who have done, the IsaBody challenges, you're doing what, 500, almost 600 BV a shot, right, to get the IsaBody challenge. So, it's the equivalent of like 4 of those, right? So 3 or 4 of them. So it's really something when you break it down to consider what they're asking you to do, right? So with the 8 enrollments, right, and they have to be 100 BV, and don't forget, they've got to enroll with the auto ship option or the subscription option. Now, if you go in your back office now, you can see how easy it is to turn that subscription off. Okay, so people can literally log into their back office. They don't have to call, they don't have to email, they don't have to do anything. They can literally turn it off and on as they want in their own back office. So that makes it a little bit easier. The one thing I am going to offer, I'm going to offer it to you guys, but I'm also going to talk about it on the team pages, and that is I'm going to run some sort of an incentive just to get people to convert to associate. Okay, so I want people to convert to associate, and I want you guys to think about how you can do that to help people convert to associate, right? Because it costs them $30, right? But you need to get more of your team members to convert to associate. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, if you talk to people that are on your team already and you ask them to convert to associate, that gives you a structure so that you can participate in this challenge. Okay, they have to convert to associate just so you can help them get to consultant. Okay, so showing your team members or talking to your team members about this conversion to associate is a big deal. And I'd like help from all of you in talking about how we can do this as a team and encourage more people to convert to associate so that we can all have more structure so that we can start that process of making consultants happen and then also making managers, that sort of stuff happen. Okay, so I'm open to any suggestions from any of you about how to make this happen, about any type of incentives that we want to run for associates, for your teams and that sort of thing. So reach out, let me know what you think. It can be drawings. Drawings are somewhat effective. Instant gratification is a little bit more effective. So if you guys can think of some ways to incentivize your team to get them to convert to associate, let me know. But the incentive that I would like to offer for those of you who choose to go to Puerto Vallarta is $250. Okay, so that's like the equivalent of manager, right? So $250 if you do that. Now, for those of you who are executives, you're not getting it. Okay, so yeah, Carla, Beth, Heidi, April, I don't care, executive in name or not, it doesn't matter. If you've ever been or whatever, the $250, you cannot earn it. However, one of your team members can. Okay, so I want you to help your team member understand how to make that $250. Okay, because as an executive, whether you are or have been in the past, I want you to understand the power of helping your teammates get there. Now, with that, by using this incentive, all of you should not be thinking, how do I go to Puerto Vallarta? All of you should be thinking, how do I use this incentive to get me my Fiji points? Okay, because getting 4 consultants and getting somebody to rank advance to consultant, or getting somebody to rank advance to manager or director or executive, those are huge Fiji points. Okay, so you can definitely get there. So I would love to see all of you run for that and make that happen. So $250, it's available to anybody who's not an executive or has been an executive, but I really want you guys to push it to your teams, because I'll know who does it. Because all of these contests revolve around needing instruction and needing help and needing a group to come together to do it. So let's talk about that. And then Heidi and Beth and April and Carla, I still want to talk to you guys, and we can all put everybody else together as well. But I'd really like to put an accountability group together for these Fiji points and the leader in action, something separate from this call. All right, that's all I got.
Hey, thank you so much for willing to do that. I'm sorry I threw you on the spot, but thank you. Okay, so we're going to end the call with a call to action a little bit. I want you guys to all come to next week's call. Sandy Trevino's ear thing fell out. Okay, sorry, she just texted me. Sandy had to get off because her earpiece fell out, so she said sorry. I want you guys to write down some things that are unique about yourself. They're called unique identifiers. I don't know if you listened to that Zoom call of my friend Samantha in the striped shirt. Whether you did or didn't, it doesn't matter. But yes, Jen, you did. Isn't she good? I love her. Anyways, write down some things that are unique about you. For example, do you run? I mean, that's kind of weird if you do, but I know some people actually do. You know, do you do fitness? Again, weird if you do, but I know some people actually do. Do you water ski? Do you have a dog? Like, do you have a special kind of dog? Do you love cats? Do you like to hike? I do like to hike. Anything like that. What is unique about you? Do you like to read? And if you do like to read, that's great. But what do you like to read? Fiction, nonfiction, autobiographies, business book? Just write those things down. What I would suggest, because you're probably going to forget, is right now, get a little piece of paper out and put it somewhere. And what's so special about me? Because you'll think of things along the way. Put them on the desk. If your family sees that, they're probably going to make a joke. So just keep it someplace where only you can see it. But what is so special about me? Like, do you love avocados? Like, are you an avocado freak? Like that would be a unique identifier. And I made those avocado tacos tonight. And let's just say they didn't look as pretty as the picture, but I tried. Beth, I know. Okay. So that's it. Next week, we're going to be starting the calls, and the training next week is going to be about expanding your network and unique identifiers. The week after that is going to be organizing and staying connected to your customers. And then the next week after that is going to be tracking for a trip. And then the next week after that is going to be some little things to do in your back office. And then the 5th week, I am going to try to have a speaker on. I'm going to try to get somebody to come on. But so far, everybody I've reached out to does team calls on Monday nights already. But we'll see what we can happen. But that's what's coming up. Okay. Any questions, comments? I don't have a grandson yet, if you guys are wondering.
And you're freaking out.
It's super annoying. but I know he's
have
coming.
I have one question about the May in Mexico trip. I texted Brent about it, but then we got in a conversation about something else. What are so I know that there's phase 1 that Jen and I one of us will win it. But then what are does that start this month for earning it? Like if you want to earn it, you have to get 20 leader in action points. Is that something that you guys are doing, or did you decide not to do that?
No, we'll still do it. I've got to go back. Literally, just before I kicked on this call, I had just got out of my truck driving back from Mexico. So I'm
Mexico.
just back. So I didn't look that up yet. And if Carla, if you remember what it was, I know you and I put it together on how to give a second chance to earn it.
Yeah. So the second chance is you